6:28 minutes at night. This is September 23, and we continue here in Latin Crew. Thank you so much to all the people that continue here with us. We have had a great session, full of news, important things happening in Melbourne, recommendations. And the time has come. The time has come to introduce our special guest today. So for everyone that are here, please welcome to Hezron. Hezron, welcome to Latin Crew.
Muchas gracias para todos.
Thanks, Hezron, for connecting
We
with
can
us.
talk in Spanish now. You started in Spanish, we continue in Spanish. No, it's just a joke. Welcome to Latin Crew. It's so good to have you here. So for all the people that is here, you can please tell us, who are you? Who are you? Where are you from? Tell us something about your background, please.
Hola a todos.
Good.
Me llamo Hezron. So my name is Hezron. Mi familia desde Filipinas, pero ahora vive en Nueva Zelanda.
Okay.
Did I say that right?
Yeah,
they
perfect.
live- they live
Practicing
there.
that whole
Makes
night.
sense, perfect.
How long ago they've been living there?
So my dad moved to New Zealand in 88, 89. My mom followed a year later. They got married in 1990.
Long time.
And then, a very long time. So more than half of their life they've been in New
So
Zealand.
greetings for Hezron parents.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're watching as well.
Hi.
So
Thank you for
hello.
being Latin Crew.
Hello, mom, dad, and I think my sister is also watching.
Nice. You
as
can
well.
say, I'm famous, I'm famous.
I bring this t-shirt for Hezron. So
Some Polynesian patterns there.
So it's very interesting when, for example, for us, most of us in the Latin culture, we are from specifically one country and our blood is from the same country. So it's very interesting when we met somebody that has like different influences from different countries. So for example, in your case, do you feel more familiar with what culture? With any specific culture or how is that? Or you feel like the same familiar with Filipinas, New Zealand, Australia? It's just the same, it's equal?
Oh man, that's a good question because I sort of had that question to ask myself a few years ago because I moved to the Philippines in 2019, so right before COVID. But in terms of which culture I identify with, I think both equally.
Equally.
If someone were to ask me where you from, bro, I'd say New Zealand, but my blood is Filipino, so that's
Always
that's my
respond
answer.
both.
Always both.
Nice.
It's never one, it's never the other,
Equal.
because that's what I know.
Yeah. And what would be the best of each country? What is the thing that you like the most?
Oh, and the Philippines, the food.
The food.
The food, yeah.
Oh.
So at
So-
home, we always eat Filipino food.
A good
good.
question. Because when you come to Australia, you say, hey, show me your typical food, but the people mostly is like, nothing special. But I always
The
wanted to
Vegemite.
know
Vegemite.
exactly yeah, things like that, or fish and chips. But I always
Weet-Bix.
wanted to know about the New Zealand typical food because I saw the tradition is long ago, and it's been a like preserved culture. So, what kind of food you guys have?
In terms of the foods that we have in New Zealand, whatever you see here is what we've got in New Zealand as well. Let's call it white food. You know, like
White, yeah.
white people food.
But from
Okay.
from the traditional
From the traditional times, from the Maori, they have a food called hangi. The hangi means that the food was prepared in like an earth oven. So they would put stones on top of the fire. They'd heat up the stones, bury the stones, put like the carne, the potato, the everything, and they'll
a chorizo.
exactly, and they bury it in the dirt, and they let
Okay.
that cook for several hours. So that's called a hangi. It's like a earth oven roast, is what we.
Okay.
call
I
it.
got a quick question for you. Another one, sorry. What difference between the Filipino traditions and New Zealand traditions? You got like conflict between the traditions. It's easy to get into the both.
For me,
cultures?
it's I'm very proud to be both Filipino and New Zealander, and learning about the cultures is very rich
Yeah,
for me
of
growing
course.
up. In terms of a conflict, like I don't know, there's not much conflict for me between the both in my daily life. But no, it's good. It's I don't know. It's given me like a very I'm not going to say unique experience, but an experience that's I think it's good to talk about and good to share, which I
Yeah.
think is the purpose of today's
Yes.
episode, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. And also,
We have a comment. You are talking about traditions. So the comment is, which Filipino traditions or customs do you keep alive in your daily life?
That's a very good one. An example of a tradition that I think many Filipinos who grew up outside of the Philippines, like Australia, New Zealand, the States, wherever, one tradition that we would keep is something called mano po. So mano means like hands, right?
Yeah.
In Espanol. So mano po is like when you would shake someone's hand, you'd shake their hand like this, and then you'd mano po, which is you put their hand to your forehead.
That's from Filipinos.
Yeah, so that's a sign of respect for your elders.
Okay.
So for
it's good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
New Zealand has the Maoris has one similar.
really similar.
That makes
yeah. Oh, that's a
Tell us about
good
that.
that's a good segue to a tradition that we have in New Zealand as well. It's called a hongi. So
Hongi.
don't confuse that with the hangi that we
Hongi.
talked about earlier. It's the hongi. So in addition to the handshake, they would touch noses. So if Danny and I we could
But
quickly
with the hand or how?
So we'd shake hands.
Uh-huh.
Wait, sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
We'd shake hands
Uh-huh.
and then like we'd touch the nose.
Oh.
Then inhale.
like
Yeah, so
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
that one is for us for our
Yeah.
culture is a bit tricky.
Yeah.
But first time I tried, I met a guy from New Zealand. Hey, I like your culture because I used to play rugby. The guy, okay, hongi.
hongi, yeah.
He say hongi.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we were in the barbecue. All the people.
Yeah. So if you'd allow me to quickly explain what that was, like I had to take off my hat because it's a sign of respect to
Yeah.
whoever you're greeting.
Yeah.
The
Steeper.
reason why you would touch noses and you'd both inhale is because you are both sharing the breath of life.
Wow.
Once you have both shared
That's
that breath,
so deep.
you are now connected and your souls have become one, let's say, and then that's the connection between two people.
No,
That's
beautiful.
so deep.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
have another comment. Gabriela G30 has run. We love you.
Oh, I think that's Gabby from the workshop. Hola, Gabby. Hola, Marcela. And hola, mi novia, Laura.
That was a question that I had. Like when having two like these two backgrounds, I think that you have had in your life more chances to get to know more people, right? But I understand that your girlfriend, she's Colombian.
Sí.
Oh wow! Congratulations! You are with one of the best possible women in the world. So how is the experience of not only have two different backgrounds, but now you have to get to know another culture,
one, yeah.
very different to what you already know. So how is that experience?
Very enriching, I want to say. Like I've been learning a lot in the last couple of months that I've spent with her. First of all, being like Spaniel.
Yeah.
So that's been
Yeah,
a
but
bit
you
of a
learn so
challenge.
quick because you got nice accent.
Estoy aprendes español con Duolingo.
But we have a lot of words similar in Filipino and in Spanish now. And the number, I think.
Más o menos like 30%.
Yeah.
is-
We have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I used to work with Filipinos at some jobs, and we have the numbers as well are similar to in Spanish.
So the numbers, days of the week, it's
Yeah.
all the same. But with the
So it will
numbers,
be easier to you to
it's
learn.
very quick to learn. So for the numbers, it's the same when we're talking about the time, like a las 7, a las 5.
Cantiflash nos dice, do you know the cantaleta already? Esa fue una buena.
Pero es bueno para hacer apunte.
Cantaleta.
Cantaleta means when
It's like
Yeah, like when your boyfriend gets so mad and starts to say, but you did this, and this, and it's very long conversation. You only hear speaking, but you only listen.
It's funny that who said that? Cantina
Canteen
Flash.
Flash,
Canteen
yeah.
Flash. It's funny that you bring that up actually because not only I have been learning, she's also been learning from me in terms of the differences in the cultures.
Yeah.
And actually, she has not been doing that because she's trying to be like more chill, más relajado.
No
let's
yet.
say, you know? Not yet.
Para las personas que nos están oyendo en este momento, estamos haciendo una entrevista a Hezron from New Zealand y también con un background filipino y le estamos preguntando mucho acerca de su vida, entonces posiblemente estemos más hacia el lado del inglés, pero cualquier duda que tengan nos pueden escribir a nuestro WhatsApp, nos pueden mandar un mensajito por acá. Por el interno, la idea es que ustedes también desarrollen como listening para que escuchen diferentes acentos, porque tenemos gente que habla inglés en latinos, pero bueno, tenemos la oportunidad de una persona de Nueva Zelanda que son acentos totalmente diferentes para que vayamos desarrollando esa cultura.
Sí,
Exacto.
queremos empezar a hacer acá en Latin Crew un día cultural y traer gente de otras culturas para que nosotros también conozcamos cómo es la cultura de otros países, ya que estamos acá en Australia, que es un país tan multicultural, tenemos esa oportunidad de traer y llenar acá la mesa de diferentes y conocer diferentes culturas, entonces bueno. Y para practicar el inglés, nosotros acá también estamos en la improvisation.
Improvisation and nervous.
Yeah.
So you told that like the best thing from Filipinas is the food, right? But now let's move to the best
the
thing
beaches.
and the
Oh, the beaches, yeah, for sure.
you say beaches or beaches? I can understand.
¿Por qué no las dos?
I like the way you think. I like the way you think.
Laura ya va a empezar aquí con la cantaleta.
but she will
She's
start with
gonna
the
start with the cantaleta.
Oh, lo siento, bebé, lo siento.
Bebe.
Lo siento, baby.
So, what is the best thing about New Zealand for you?
I think one of the best things about New Zealand is just the culture that we had over there. I think I heard earlier Alejandra was talking about being multicultural. I think it was a very rich experience for us that we were exposed to so many different ideas and different people. I grew up around Asians. I grew up around Africans, brown people, white people, everyone. So
Was
it was
premix
good.
similar here? Or?
Very similar to Australia. So if you were to say like New Zealand and Australia, just like big brother, little brother, you know, like it's very similar.
Yeah, I saw in the story they try to get into as a one country together.
Oh, that was a
But
long time ago.
Yeah,
very
long time ago, but it
I
wasn't
don't-
possible.
I don't think that got any traction because it's just too far apart.
But for my opinion, maybe it's just because to keep the Maori scent of the culture, it's nice just to keep like that.
I think one of the good things about New Zealand as well is that from a very young age, we were taught about the Maori culture.
Yeah.
So, for example, last week was Te Wiki o Te Reo Maori. That's Semana del Idioma Maori. So every year they have that exposure, and it's every kid, they'll know like certain words growing up in Maori, like for example, kia ora, which is
Kia ora.
hola.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
My,
Kia ora
my
whānau.
first word.
Yeah, kia ora, kia ora.
I got one, Moana. You guys, have you seen Moana?
Yeah.
Moana.
Yeah.
Moana means?
Ocean, but it's
Ocean.
also
Oh.
it's also a very common name for niñas.
Si ustedes tienen una tía que se llame Mar, le pueden decir Moana.
De cariño. I have a questions. What are the biggest difference you have noticed between life in New Zealand and Australia?
It's much faster here in Australia for sure. There's a
Much faster.
faster pace of life. There's
Yeah.
more
Okay.
people here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you imagine New Zealand, the whole country, it's only 5 million people.
Uh-huh.
There's 8 million people here in Victoria.
Yes,
so,
just in
you know,
Victoria.
like, it's
Yeah.
that's a difference. People in New Zealand, I found, are a bit more chill compared to Australians.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, Australia and New Zealand, they're like our big brother. Like we love to love them and we love to hate them. You know, always on the sports field. There's always a good rivalry. You meet someone overseas, they say, "Oh, I'm an Aussie. I'm a Kiwi. Oh, what's up, bro?" You know, there's that friendly banter.
Yeah. So I have a question. Let's imagine that we have here $20,000 in cash. So we can buy flight tickets to both the Philippines and New Zealand, but just to know one place in each country.
Oh,
We want to know the best thing of each country. $20,000. What places would we know?
I think for 20,000 you can.
No, 50. Let's not limit the budget.
20,000 is
Let's
a
say
lot of
50.
money.
For 50, let's not limit ourselves to one. You can go todos, you know. But in the Philippines, you definitely have to check the beaches. The beaches in the south side of the south side, but the southern part of the country, like El Nido, Palawan, Boracay. Those are very beautiful beaches.
I have a lot of videos saved on my Instagram to go on my bucket list. Yeah.
So that's not one place, but let's say the beaches.
How many
in the
places you know? Do you reckon you know more about New Zealand regarding areas or Philippines?
New Zealand, for
New
sure.
Zealand, because it's smaller. But
geographically, it's around the same size.
Yeah.
But I've never really had the chance to explore the Philippines that much. I've only been there maybe 3-4 years, but New Zealand my whole life, so I'm a bit more familiar with New Zealand.
Okay. And when we go to New Zealand, what would be the best place to know in New
I
Zealand?
love Queenstown.
Queenstown.
Queenstown is it's a very popular tourist destination. I think it's more beautiful there during the winter because you can see like the snow on the montañas and everything. So it's really beautiful. But for the cultural experience, I think you have to add a place called Rotorua to your list. So
can you repeat, please?
Rotorua.
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 Rotorua. So in this city, that's where lots of the cultural experiences are, like the haka, the traditional houses, tribes of the Maorí. There's hot water springs, geysers, but it smells like huevos there because of the sulfur from the ground.
Yeah. It smells like
Huevos?
huevos.
Yeah. Like boiled eggs.
Boiled eggs.
Which
is
is
like-
like sulfur in the
But
ground.
yeah, particular smell.
Yeah.
So now that we have spoken about like also the knowledge that you have with the Latin and Colombian culture, there is a kind of tricky question here. What would be easiest to explain Haka to a Latino or explain a Latin party to a person from New Zealand?
So the way to explain the haka to a Latino person and then a Latin party to a New Zealander? Oh, man. I'll start off with the Latin party. It's crazy, man. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it's muy divertido. Lots of baile, but me, I don't know how to dance, so it's tough. But the music is amazing. The drinks are amazing. I was gonna say the girls are amazing, but I have one. So.
It's smart.
But oh nah, like Kiwis, Aussies, man. If you ever get a chance to go to a Latin fiesta, man, take it because it's gangster. It's cool.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Latinos know how to party, man. Like,
Hezron, you talk about the haka. Tell us a little bit about this because I know a lot of people doesn't know what is that. So
yeah. So the haka in the modern sense of it, it's like a ceremonial dance, like a ceremonial baile, let's say. The most famous kind of haka that people are familiar with today would be the one from the rugby, from the All Blacks. But before I talk about that haka, let's back a bit more about the history of it.
Producción, podemos poner un videito de la haka de rugby para que nuestros oyentes puedan saber de what we are talking about. Yeah. Sorry.
So in traditional times in Aotearoa, which is New Zealand, the traditional times the tribes would go to like have guerra, like a war.
Guerra.
Guerra, war. And prior to doing this war, they would do the haka, which is like it's an aggressive dance, like stomping of the feet. It's not always the same moves. If you look at the haka like a different type of dance or a different type of poetry or music, there's different songs, right?
Okay.
There's salsa, there's bachata, or whatever. So there's different kinds of haka as well. That haka that we just watched was specific to the team of the All Blacks. The name of that haka is Kapa Opango. So yeah, that haka was, that gave me goosebumps actually. That's one of my favorite ones because that was from the Rugby World Cup final in 2011. That was New Zealand versus France. And if you saw the French team, they actually formed an arrow.
Yeah.
Like locking.
And then they were holding hands and then they walked ahead.
They were scared.
Like that was one of my favorite responses to the haka because like it's good. The French people the French rugby team are responding in a respectful way. They're like, we're down for this challenge. Let's play this game and let's go. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I have a question. Anyone can dance the haka? Anyone? Or
As long as you're giving it some respect, like this video here is some Kapa haka competition, I'm pretty sure.
Nice. Cantinflas say, do a haka for us. The people say no. Us.
Yeah,
Que lo
it's the
ustedes lo
audience. The
pidieron.
audience is asking for it.
Maybe later. But David, if I can ask you to search up another video to show the people.
Yes, which one would you
So
like?
if you search up wedding haka con tradición.
Okay.
So
Wed-
you can also do the haka
Matrimonio.
during a wedding or a funeral, for example.
Ooh.
Cari, hola, gracias por conectarte. Estamos hablando, we are talking about New Zealand culture and Philippines culture
was-
with
I
an
was-
special guest.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
this
was
is- this
reading.
is the
I
one
was
here.
reading the story, and the like Polynesians were considered as our biggest warriors.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
of the most strong, like
The
group
big
of
people,
people,
in,
yeah.
in Polynesia. Yeah, yeah.
they,
Like
So
if-
the story of that haka was there was a father and a son,
Uh-huh.
and the niño, he was supposed to go to school or something, but he was scared because it's a new experience for him.
Yeah,
But the father was telling
Valen-
him, "Be strong, my son."
It's beautiful to see how we have a lot of cultures
Yeah.
on the world, no? And
Yeah, it's
but in the
it's
case
interesting.
if you marry up people from another country, what's the you make haka but they don't respond or
Well, I
supposed
guess
to.
the response will be in their own culture. I guess Laura will do something in Colombian culture.
exactly. If you married like a Colombian girl,
Yeah.
so you make haka, your family make haka.
Let's do some salsa or something. I don't know.
We can play Diomedes Díaz.
Le responde con un
would be fine.
bambuco.
But yeah, no, doing the haka during a wedding, it's such an awesome thing. Like to witness
Yeah.
something like that live.
yeah, I think it's
yeah,
beautiful
well,
because it's something about respect, no?
Exactly.
Respect. So
exactly.
it's like,
Exactly. That you should
Just
feel-
watching that gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, you should feel really
Yeah.
proud of this culture that,
Yeah.
that you
I saw,
have.
I saw you bring today a special.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
How do you say amulet or?
We'd call this in Maori punamu.
Punamu.
Punamu. Punamu is just the Maori word for greenstone.
Mhm.
It's in the shape of an adze, if the camera can see it.
Axel?
Yeah.
Like an axe, like for digging, and it's to
Uh-huh,
symbolize
yeah.
like
Mm.
strength, leadership, creativity. This was given to me by my old manager from my old job in New Zealand when I turned 25.
Mhm.
So when you give this to someone, the giver will need to wear it like for 24 hours on their skin
Mhm.
before they give it to the recipient. There's like a little speech and this and that. And when they gave it to me, it was very warm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Because
from
the
the body
skin,
heat.
yeah.
Exactly. And again, that's to symbolize the passing of their energy, their life force to me. And so that's the connection of that. So another word is we'd call it this taonga.
Mhm.
Taonga, Taonga. Taonga. It means treasure.
Mhm.
So this is like my treasure, I guess.
So you
Yeah.
can
Beautiful, I love
give to another people or just keep with you.
I
Whole
think
life.
maybe like let's say I'll give it to my son when he turns 25.
Something
maybe,
like
you know,
so
so-
special. Okay.
So instead of a rilo, just give this, you know, like.
Yeah.
Mm.
So for you, that like, as we all have our migrants here, right? So when we saw this, what I just saw really touched me. It's really, really meaningful. So what message would you give to the people, like Latin people that we are living here in Australia, that we are very far away from our countries, very far away from our cultures? So you that have like this strong culture in you, what message would you give to the people to keep very engaged what we are and represent our culture? It doesn't matter wherever we are. What message could you give to the Latin people that feels very far away from the culture, from what we really are in our roots?
Oh man, that's such an awesome question. That's so cool. I think for whether you're Latino or not, like being involved in your community, like through stuff like this, Latin Crew AU, that's so cool. Like that's so cool.
Thank you.
Really love what you guys are doing here. But yeah, I think just keep in touch with the culture. Like I don't know how to tell you to do that because everyone will do that in their own way.
Like, don't forget
Don't forget your roots.
your roots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be proud of where you've come from. Be also proud of where you've come to. Be proud of Australia. Be proud of the
share
city,
mix.
You know,
Because
like,
there's something I was thinking. If you are here, you are proud of Europe as a respect to them or keep like to try to keep with another cultures and join more than be a part of. To be nicer.
Exactly.
Yeah, as maybe your family did in the past, they join and probably they try to get into the culture as a part of.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's a new place where you are living, so just mix with the
Mix,
new
exactly.
culture
Mix and
where
keep.
you are living.
Yeah, I think I think find a way to marry the two. You know, like the Latin crew AU.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's not just Latin
You
crew.
got it. You
It's
got
Latin
it.
crew AU.
Great answer.
So find a way to engage the both of them and just be proud, you know, like be proud whether you're from Colombia or Peru, Ecuador, Argentina, wherever you're from, man. Just like be proud of your sangre, but also be proud of your ¿cómo se dice? Home. Casa.
Casa.
Yeah.
Hogar.
Ohana.
Ohana.
Significa familia.
Yeah.
Y tu familia nunca te abandona.
Yeah, that's it. Do we have any
Marcela
further questions?
Reita, what is the meaning of the woman Haka movement?
Oh, so there's certain actions that the women are not able to do when performing the haka. For example, they can't do the pukana, which is the sticking out of the tongue. That's only for the men. But the actions of the women, it sort of mirrors that of the actions of the men. Like
So they
it's-
can.
Nah, like that's only for the
Yes,
guys.
for-
But the women version of that would be to, I don't know, open the eyes and then just do something
What's
like
the meaning
that.
for
yeah.
this? Shake.
The shaking. I think we explained this last time we were having a party, but that's a good question. If you noticed in that haka video, the women were shaking their hands. So I want you guys to picture the image of the sky and then the ground. Very hot weather, and then you can see in the far like a mirage and the waves of the air.
Yeah.
So the cielo
Cielo.
y terra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So in New Zealand, let me remember the names. We've got. Man, if you're a Kiwi, forgive me if it's wrong. But we've got Rangi Nui, which is the sky father, and then Papa Tuanuku, which is the Mother Earth. So when the women are shaking their hands, they are symbolizing the mirage, like the waves of the air going up like that. So that is how the earth and then the sky
Like the
connect.
connection
Exactly.
between, yeah.
Exactly. That's why it's always like that. Yeah.
I love it because they have a meaning for everything, no? And and a special meaning. So that's
Exactly.
good because you can like do a connection with everything. And I think we miss a lot of this because we are just living and we forget about make sense of
It's
the
so
things
lovely.
and the people and everything. And it's
Last time I
beautiful.
went for a meeting, there was like Maoris and there was like people from First Nations here, and the guy was talking, and all the people was the ladies was like this, and I was thinking, why?
What is that?
But makes sense because he was talking about the union between Maoris and the
First Nations people.
First Nations
Yeah.
people here, and the people was like, and the guy had like some like skin or something from sheep skin.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Like the fur?
yeah.
Yeah.
Then at the end, all singing with guitars was
Yeah.
so friendly.
Yeah. no,
Epic
it's-
dice, es algo profundo. Siento que representa muy bien la película de Avatar. It's something deep. I feel is a good representation of the
Have you seen Avatar?
Mo-
Yeah. And the second part was like
in the
some-
water?
Avatar.
Yes.
There's some, if I remember correctly, some of the patterns that you see on the, what's the name of the blue people? Navi. The
yo
Navi.
es que los
Yeah.
pitufos.
I think
You know
some
what
of
the
the,
pitufos?
The smoke people.
Oh, the
blue-
Smurfs?
Poco fuera de
contexto. Nah, the Smurfs. No, I was gonna say on the Navi people, some of the artwork on their body, some of the tattoos was inspired by that of the Maori. So that was pretty cool.
I saw on the internet the Maori was the first language on TV representative on the like traditional culture.
Oh,
The
really?
First, in the whole world.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know that. No, but they do teach us, and you can see the street signs. Sometimes it'll have the Maori tradición on the side. Yeah, it's good. We're fully immersed into Maori. Unfortunately, there's lots of people who there's lots of people who would embrace that or
Yeah.
don't like it. You know, I love it personally, but there's always issues when it comes to this sort of stuff. But personally, like there should be more of it, especially here in Australia, because the culture of the First Nations and well, it's very rich as well. And I wish I learned know more about that too.
Yeah. So I want to ask something about your impressions of Latin culture. Now that you have been more familiar, what has been the most surprising thing about our culture that you say like, what?
Oh man, like you guys are always talking. Like someone's always talking. Like, especially at work. Like Marcella, Gabby, Laura, they're always talking to someone.
Marcela, sí, se escucha.
The people who still speak Maori on the street. Not all the time, but you will hear occasionally just words. You'll hear people saying kia ora, you know, stuff
But
like
when you say that people is always talking, yeah, because when we arrived Australia after months and you were on the tram or train, everyone was like quiet. And you 6 a.m. called your mom, no, mama, esto está bien. And the people was upset. I say, why? So they saw maybe frustrated or something. No, it's because it's like the time for respect because the people is going tired for work.
Yeah.
And after I understand, I try to switch my, my habits or my behaviors to what is common here to respect. Makes sense.
Yeah. We are really nosy.
Yeah, and talkative.
Yeah.
So that's why Marcela is clarifying. I'm speaking and working at the same time. Okay.
I know that. I know that. And
It's not about talkative. It's about
Yeah.
she's multitasking.
well, and she's also speaking to her esposo, right? So all the time. So that's lovely. Like I'm not having a dig at you, Marcela. It's just something I've noticed, you know.
Esta también es una invitación para nuestros oyentes, para que estos espacios de cultura sirven para que ustedes también vean cómo nos ven las demás personas y, bueno, también entender de que si usted va en el tram y las personas van para su trabajo, van pensando, van medio durmiendo, pues también respetarles el espacio a ellos porque eso hace que nos acepten también a nosotros y nos aprecien. Entonces, como que si tú les respetas su cultura, si tú respetas sus tradiciones, pues ellos vamos a ser más bienvenidos acá.
Claro.
Understand?
Es verdad.
Poquito.
Eso es cierto.
I think for South Americans in general, I think dancing and music is a big part of the culture.
Of
And
us.
that's something
Yeah,
that's
it's a big
really
part
cool.
of
Even while
And-
you take a shower.
Yeah. And as we get older, we want to engage always with party and drinking.
yeah.
But there is a moment where we need to accept that it's no longer like the same for us because we don't have the same energy than before. But yeah, we are very, very likely to be on parties, dancing, trying to enjoy
Always.
life.
Yeah.
all the
always.
time.
Every
It
single
was-
weekend.
it was funny because I took Laura to a Filipino bar here in Melbourne on it was like live music, like guitarra and singing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then she asked me like, how come the people aren't dancing? Because we're just listening to the music. But that was an observation that she made.
It was the same that Brazilian girls say last time. That we like with music every time, like speakers in the work while you're working on bikes.
But could be nice to go to a Philippine bar to watch
To
how is
mix.
the culture and how they dance.
Yeah,
That could
yeah.
be nice. I didn't know it's a Philippine bars here. We have a lot of things here.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about Melbourne. Like,
Yeah.
it's just everything's here. Everything's
Next
accessible.
party is gonna be there.
I agree. All right, so Jesron, thank you so much for being here and for sharing about your rich, meaningful, deep culture. Personally, I feel like really surprised about seeing how close is New Zealand to here, but how I would say I was very ignorant about this, and I feel really good to learn more about it and learn about new culture. That's something really that adds value to our experience as migrants, right? Because if you are in Colombia, that will be really difficult to get to know someone like you. So thank you for sharing all about your culture, your background here with all the Latin crewers that are here with us. And we hope that you have really had a good time here with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys, for this invite. This is really cool for me as well. Muchas gracias para todos.
Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for sharing with all people, for with Aleja, my friend. Thanks
Yeah,
so
but it
much.
was really beautiful to know about your culture and how meaningful is everything.
And ask the people, go New Zealand, go take a plane, go now and share the
It's-
culture.
It's 3 hours away.
It's just 3 hours, yeah. Something that you want to say to your girlfriend that is here listening to you?
I think she's asleep right now.
Okay.
That's why he was saying that.
That's it.
But nah, hope you're well. Laura, te amo.
Bueno.
Te amo con todo mi corazón.
Está adictronado.
Sí. ¿Qué?
¿Adictronado? Se me olvidó en español. Adoctrinado. Gracias. Pero bueno, y siendo así, entonces con esto hemos llegado ya al final del día de hoy de nuestra transmisión de Latin Crew. Muchas gracias a todos los que estuvieron aquí con nosotros acompañándonos durante la transmisión.